But welcome to the first episode of our brand new skyblock. All the mods 7 to the sky. It's going to be interesting. If we look here in our quest book, gonna go ahead, start it, get that stuff. Now, I'm actually pretty used to all of this for the mods. This is what I'm not used to. And this is the part that's unique to all the mods itself. You've got your all the modium, you've got your vibranium, and you've got your unobtainium. Which, towards the end, you can make your alloys and various other items, including your creative-based items. So things such as the creative essence. That's actually got a crafting recipe. A creative blaze cake, which blaze burners never run out of fuel when it's used upon them. That also has a recipe. However, in order to make these items, you gotta get the ATM star, which is made by this. 55 mechanical crafters, using various things such as compressed nether star blocks, an entire unobtainium all-the-modium alloy block, multiple of them in fact, dark matter. That stuff is not exactly easy to get. So obviously there's a lot of things. It's going to take you a while. Or you could get all the modium star shards, which there are ways to do. But in all honesty, it's probably easier to do it the main way. Unless you spend the time working with your bees, but in my opinion, bees are a little bit hard to work with. But coming back into here, we've got a lot of stuff, such as tinkers, which I know decently well. I kind of just going through and completing some of these more basic ones because I'm used to them. I know exactly how they work, so I don't really need to read through very much. As far as storage goes, we've actually got various tiers because we have, obviously, the most basic version is our storage drawers. Pretty simple. Next up, we've got our iron chests, which are gonna be used for sure. We've got backpacks for storage that's on me. We've even got EMC storage, although that's not one I used a lot. We've even got mechanism, which means quantum entangle putters. Long range distance, no problem, as long as you have the power supply. And then endgame, you got all the miscellaneous AE2 things. Those are going to take me a bit, for sure. But, they're kind of worth it. Including the infinity booster. That's going to be nice. Anything can be worked on basically at any time. Although some are easier to do early game than others. Obviously we've got various create things. Those are more just helpful as we make them. Cool, we have them. Foregoing, I actually don't know as much about, but it looks like it's got a lot more machinery. That's definitely going to be used for enhancing things. Mechanism, I actually know decently well, and it's kind of crazy, especially because this is 18.2, so it's a little bit of a newer version. Not their newest, but they've got some good stuff like the mecha tool. That can get really good at if you advance it far enough. As far as magic goes, I actually don't know blood magic or forbidden arcanas very well, we'll have to take a look at those. Mystical agriculture basically allows you to farm anything, and I mean anything. Same with the bees. Well, hostile neural networks. I believe, as far as I can tell, this is a mod that is based off of deep mob learning. It might be the newer version that got ported over. But this is actually a mod that I know very well because I used it in Sky Factory 4 to basically get really good loot. You can just farm things very easily. But of course, I like to get ahead of myself because I'm looking at all these things. You gotta start somewhere. And that starting somewhere is here at the beginning. Just getting some normal stuff. Yes, being a skyblock, you can spam crouch. So, trick time! Nope. That was not the one I wanted to break. I want to break this one. Yes, we should probably get ourselves at least some basic tools set up. That way we can, speed this up. Okay, honestly, I'm going to need a significant amount of planks, so I'm just going to turn them all. I'm also immediately going to get a double chest set up, because my inventory is going to fill up pretty quickly, I feel like. Other than that, we need some tools. Just basic Minecraft stuff to start off with. Anyone who's played Skyblock knows that this is how you start things off. Pretty simple. However, compared to a vanilla series, that's where the similarities kind of end, actually. Because I'm gonna get myself a quick upgrade. We're gonna start gaining resources. Obviously, we have to get resources somehow, or else we won't be able to go very far. And that's where one of the biggest nostalgia bits for me ends up, because that is where X Milio comes in. It is an amazingly well-made mod, actually, and it's been around for a very long time. I'm pretty sure it was created basically for the idea of a skyblock. And as such, it's all centered around working with what you have, which is not a lot. Usually a tree and some cobblestone. So if we look at our journal here, go ahead and get our couple rewards. It is time. I actually want to make an oak barrel real quick, because getting that set up early on is actually going to be very beneficial to us, because this, if it rains, will collect water, which means we can then proceed to get an infinite water source. Oh, right, chest. Distraction! Put various things in there that I do not need. Okay. This is actually a really cool way of doing things. You can see it. It looks a little funky because it says it's a command block. But if you click for a tutorial, it does this. And it actually gives you a little explanation on how to do certain things, which is really cool. They're just using the create ponder system, but it works very well. Next up, I want to get to iron pretty quickly, because iron will allow us to get this collagen, meaning we don't have to sit here mining this for forever. It's pretty nice. Give me my sticks, because we are going to need a crook. I don't really care. Okay, This is, oh, also, vein mine. I love it. It is so beneficial. I should also probably get myself an X. Yeah, that's probably beneficial. But this is how we get our string. Just gonna stick that silkworm in there, let it do its thing. While we take a look at our quest line. I want to get sieves going, which does mean I need to make a hammer. We can go ahead and get that sorted real quick. And that would be, because I can smack it onto the cobble, and I get gravel. Pretty important later on. Nothing really too fancy there. Getting free compressed stuff is always nice. I will decompress that to complete the quest. However, early on, sand itself is actually pretty terrible. So I'm instead going to convert it to dust. One, so we can go further down the quest line. And two, so we can get clay once we get water in these barrels. Which just means rain! We want rain! Okay, thank you. That provides us with the string that we needed. Kind of just hurrying past these early game bits. Because, they're nothing too special. We've done it before. Basically every other skyblock, this is how you start. I want to get to the fun stuff, where we can actually start making things. Also, I keep forgetting, I need to vein mine the wood as well. It's really funny, I'll do it for the leaves, but I always forget on the wood. It makes it so much faster. It is honestly one of my favorite parts about a skyblock. Okay, this is going to give us a fairly decent supply of wood, which we will need. And you can see we got a lot of string, and that's because we are going to be making meshes. And personally, I like to make a large number of them. I typically try to go for the entire 25 linking. Let's go ahead, build out real quick. Because we kind of gotta wait for the infestation anyways. There we go. Okay. I have to make sure I made it big enough. I want to have enough space to where I have a block on the outer edge. And I think I made it big enough. Yeah, okay. Should be big enough. Looks like the leaves are good. That did not give us nearly as much as I would have liked, but it should still be enough. Oh, one too many. My bad. I'm just gonna chuck it because it's... String meshes on their own are actually pretty terrible. Go ahead. Now this is where it's going to become a little bit interesting because I need to get enough supplies to make a bunch of sieves. I did not make myself enough slabs. My bad. And I also ran out of sticks. I did not realize. Okay, I need 10 more. We probably don't have enough wood. Yeah. Oh, man, I think we're gonna get really close, but not quite. Yeah, 21. Okay, trees! Which I never actually chopped down the one we got the string from. Yeah, we also get a significant amount of early game food as loot, while not really needing to worry much about it, which is really nice actually. So food will not be an issue for us anytime soon. Okay. Dang it! I made an extra again. Oh well. We at least got what we needed, even if I kept making extras, because I cannot count. Fill all of these in. And now we put the mesh. This is gonna be kind of the basis for all resources. Just everything. Because that is how we get most things through sifting. Up. There we go. I did not get much. So yeah, basically add the sieve. I can take it off if I need to. And I just work on it until it pops out and it gives me supplies. And as I mentioned, you can get up to 25 at a time. If I quickly break this down, I actually want to check. Okay, no. For a moment there, I kind of thought that I had, oh, 3. I don't know, actually, I think that is worth it. Because flint has a really low chance with string meshes, actually. It's pretty sad. So we want this. Flint meshes are much better. Actually, I forget sometimes, but we can actually get a bed going. I don't think phantoms are a thing, but it's still kind of nice to be able to see what I'm working on. And unfortunately, now we kind of just have to deal with this, which actually I just realized. I can kind of skip a step by directly using the hammer instead of my pickaxe. So then it goes straight to gravel. Oops, I might have been a little silly on my other world. I didn't think of that. Oh well. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I wasn't thinking about at the time because I was just kind of excited to get back in. Now this is unfortunately the really, really slow part. Because so much of your resources end up just getting thrown into the lava. It's a little sad. But there's not really much we can do about it at the moment. That's kind of what you're stuck with when you start off on a skyblock. I'm gonna go for... Actually, we did get 30. I want to try and upgrade everything. Oh, if we get 3 more. I'm gonna try and get a couple of them upgraded to flint. Because flint is when we start receiving actual supplies. I'm going to put that one back there. Wait a minute, why do I only have there it is. They don't always like to go where I want them to go. Okay, put those 2 in, and now, instead of turning it directly into gravel, I can start using the seed again. Because now, they'll have a chance. It's not very high, but they do have a chance. Which, speaking of, I will need enough cobble for a furnace. Because we need iron. The moment we get iron, things will definitely speed up resource-wise. But now that we have that, simple little thing, nothing too big. Time to gather more gravel. Oh, never actually collected those. And collect that. Getting an iron ingot will be nice. And kind of after that, it's not so easy. I think the food and farming, yeah. We can get an egg, potentially get a chicken farm going. Get some seeds going. There we go. Which, that is actually something that it's not a terrible idea to get started. Of course, we will need cobblestone to make a hoe out of. And luckily, the twerking does in fact work on crops too. That's really nice. So this allows us to kind of get a bit of a start if we needed it on a food supply. It's not exactly super necessary, but it's there. I'll kind of just throw things away. I do think I need bread for a quest. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just gonna toss all this away for now because otherwise our inventory is gonna get filled. I'm trying to remember exactly. Yeah, dust to clay. That's what I want to save. Actually, I need the dust to be turned into bone meal. 20%. Okay, well, dust doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it all. Unfortunately, I got 0 bone meal out of that. That is actually very unfortunate. Wow. Okay. Not gonna lie, when I first did this, I had to remember how to make fences. It was a little bit sad. I'm gonna make a small pen here. More stick. That's what I need. Okay. And a fence gate. It works. And now to test our luck. No chicken. Very sad. Okay. Well. Oh well. I guess we'll work on that later. We should be able to get a chicken another way later. But now that I have finished being distracted, back we go to the gravel collection. Yeah, I don't like this step. I definitely want this to be over as quickly as possible. Because that is the one issue I've always had with cobble generators. It's just the massive amount of slots that you have. Because, okay, the hammer has 256 durability. I don't think we've even gotten 100 gravel because everything keeps getting dropped. That's like, I don't know, doesn't seem to be very helpful to us if we just lose everything. So getting another type that'll automatically gather for us, and losslessly at that, is gonna be pretty nice. Okay, I think let's go ahead and get to a stack of gravel, and then we'll go ahead and do some sifting. Namaste. Just the sound of the lava and the water meeting. Come on, break it, please. Okay. Alright, there's gonna be a little bit that's put into those. Yeah, I actually got some coal out of it. That's because I am, in fact, that's one of the things that you can get out of the flint ones. So it is, giving us some resources, even if it's not exactly what we're looking for. I'm looking for more iron. Unfortunately, it's a chance. As you can see, there's a lot of different things. But it's all chance. And so you gotta get lucky. So far, we've gotten a single raw iron. It takes 4 pieces to make 1 raw. Okay, I need a little bit more, please. Dang, we got a little bit there in the beginning and then basically nothing. Quite rude of it. Benefit is we did get ourselves a good bit of flint. So we can now put those back in, and I'll go ahead and harvest the next row. And I mean, I don't want to waste any of our fuel, so for now I'll just kind of leave it as is. I actually do want to save that bone meal. I'll use it once, for the sake of potentially getting hemp seeds, which will be useful later. Not right now, though. Okay. Dump those in there. Eggplant. If I wanted eggplant, I could do that. I do want to make myself a double chest, and that'll be storage for these various ores. I don't think... Actually, I don't know how else I would have gotten the gunpowder, but for now it's going in there. Oh yeah, we can also get these little pebbles by accidentally right-clicking. They are the other way to make a cobble gen. And apparently we get various types as well, which actually, good to know, but not helpful, because that just makes it annoying. Now, back to hammering. We're gonna go ahead and try and get to another entire stack. And then we'll go and sift some more. I'm really hoping that it does rain though, because we will need that if we want to get any more water sources. Although I guess technically I could use the starter pack. It would give us, it should give us an ice block. So even though we have our cobble generator already, there are other ways to get more as well. I'd just rather do it the normal way first. Because yeah, it was this bit, which would give me a lava bucket, some ice, a couple other things. But if we already have it, I don't think we really need it. The sugarcane would be nice, and there's not really a way to get cactus otherwise. But there are other ways. I believe, because we have Project E and then Mystical Agriculture, both of which do provide ways to get those kinds of products without needing to actually harvest them. Yay! We've We've almost made it to another stack. It'll be so nice once this is finished. A little bit more. Thank you. Actually, I can go ahead and sleep. Hi, little emote. Kind of hidden behind my model there. Okay. Come on. Hoping for some good iron. At least give us a decent amount of flint. I see lots of things, but we'll have to see what we got. 2 more pieces. Actually, that's good. That's actually doing pretty decent. Because that is the equivalent of an entire iron bucket. Which is basically what we need. So, I'll take it. That there. Not quite enough, but it does speed things up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I get 2 more cobble real quick, so I can make myself a new hammer. Unfortunately, this one does appear to be about to break. I always forget. Music down, and then overall volume I also turn down. There we go. I almost did not take note of that, but it is a little bit loud. Yeah, I'm definitely hopeful, but I'm not entirely expecting this last bit, this next stack to be enough. Because we only got the 1 stack of iron, or stack, 1 piece of iron the first stack. We got lucky enough to get 2 the second time. We'll see where it ends up on this 3rd stack. And there it goes. Luckily, I was ready. I might look at setting up some torches, make it slightly less dark. Obviously, it's not like mobs can spawn at the moment, but just in case. Once we do start building out, it'll become a little bit more of an issue. And luckily, they do have those little X's. Those are pretty simple. They just show where mobs could spawn due to light levels. It's a mod that I don't actually know where it comes from, because I think it comes from a couple different places. But it's rather useful. Especially when you're trying to mob-proof places. But now that we're getting coal, I could probably get some torches set up. I mean, we could have made charcoal before, but why bother going through that extra work when we don't need to? Got a couple torches. Stick it around. There we go. Didn't need too many because we're still pretty small. But we can actually increase the amount that we're doing at once. See, things are going so fast now by doing it in bulk like this. 3 iron, 7 iron. Okay, only 1 piece, but that means it's a lot more likely to get us what we need next time. now we actually need the rain. Because we need to have a water source at this point. That's what we need. Because, I mean, we already have one here. But I don't want to waste that. For a moment I thought it had started raining, and I was like, wow, what perfect timing. No, sadly it was not rain, just some particles. Right. I just thought of something. We did get more flint. Which means we are able to grab some of these and continue our expansion. Actually, I might as well just grab the rest of the string ones. There's not much use in keeping them in there, and that'll allow us to use the most area. So even though it takes forever to get this to that point, we do have it. It'll just go bye-bye really quickly. Come on. I need the gravel in my inventory, not in the lava, please. Not very useful in the lava. Not even making me any new lava blocks. So, I say no thank you. Which, the moment we do get our infinite water source, we will actually need to get that set up. We will need another lava source block. I'm very tempted to just do slash rain. Give me rain, please. I need it. Yeah, we're just gonna toss it all in and use it up very quickly. But I see 13, 14. That should be enough. There we go. Very good. Okay. Let's go ahead. Convert as many as we can, which is a good portion of them. We only have 3 left. Now it's time to grab that coal. Get the iron smelting so we can get our bucket. Okay. Actually going to dig this out. That way once we do get an infinite water source, that's where it'll go. We got our first bit of iron. We got some scrambled eggs as a reward. Awesome. Yeah, we need clay at this point. We're actually doing pretty good. We're rushing through it as quickly as I can get it. Okay, bucket number 1. In all honesty, I might just use the bit that we have here. Like, we'll get 2 things of water, and then once we get more supplies, we'll be able to make a new lava source. Actually, I just realized a few things. 1, we will need to put a torch down. And 2, I believe we need cobblestone for the recipe. Yeah, we need that, and we need some glass. Get... Oh, I apparently had some extra sand. I guess turn that to dust. I have 7. I'm gonna go ahead and sift it. Nothing. Very sad. I guess not, though, for the cobblestone. I just need log. Which, to be fair, I don't have logs. I chopped everything down and turned it into planks. Now we have them. Crap. Why? Okay. I need to do this. We've now got a block of obsidian in our way. Oof. Okay. Put that in. Pick it up. Okay. Turns out that we do need another torch over there. Okay. Well, that was great. I did not mean to do that. I need to pick up the glass. But the upside is we do now have our cobblestone. Just gonna go ahead and make a quick storage drawer. Okay, there we go. Our cobble supply is no longer going to be an issue. Because this actually generates rather fast. Even though it's the tier 1, it does generate fairly quickly. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and put it away for now. Because I don't really have anything that I want to store large amounts of. Realized that I did have another one of those. But now... Okay, I don't know why these storage drawers are so funky. But, like, I'm trying to shift punch to grab a stack out at a time, and it just doesn't like to work. It's so weird. But now we get to do this. And this will help get a much better iron supply going. Much faster. Because what took us forever before was just a couple moments. Because we can actually... All of these sieves are going to be upgraded to iron next. We will need to get that done. Which it's going to take a sec just because it is quite a few of them. But we no longer have a use to keep our flint. So, maybe it's checked off the edge. On the other hand, all of these are going to get stored. I guess I can put my buckets away. Rain! Perfect! Okay. I just realized my infinite water source isn't going to be the best, but it will work. Also, as soon as we get iron sieves, we'll be able to get a diamond, which will allow us to move that obsidian. Okay. This is huge. This is what we were waiting for. Let's go ahead and get our infinite source going. That's perfect. Ooh, dust. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2. Okay, and now we put them in there. That gives us clay, which we can then break down. Okay, I need more. Let me go ahead and make a whole 7. That way we can get, hopefully, a decent amount of the bone meal that we need. That is our only real way of getting bone meal at the moment. Okay, just get what we can. Oh, that's how we got the gunpowder, actually. Okay, perfect. Combine those. We get to make ourselves that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I meant to open a chest. I'm gonna go ahead and get that cooking. There we go. Give me another stack, please. I'm just trying to grab a stack from you. So mean. I don't get why it's so picky. Thinks I'm trying to mine it instead. But just going to balance that out. Perfect. That'll be good for us. We'll be able to do that. Need that. I'm actually going to grab the last torch. I'll go ahead and put it right here. Until we get the lava source back, I kind of have to do it off like that. But that will now produce lava. We have water, we have lava. Things are looking great. We were able to kind of get past that first starter phase and get a move on. Okay, I'm liking it. Let's go ahead and do that. Give us a significant amount of gravel to work with. Now, it's definitely faster, but it does still take a moment to go through all of the gravel that we have, even with it doing 25 at a time. Okay. But being able to do so many stacks like this is so nice. Okay. Just pick up the monstrous piles of resources. That is way too much flint. A little bit more. Go ahead, dump everything. Grab the iron. Perfect. It looks like a lot, that's actually not very much. Sadly. And give me what I want. I want entire stacks. Thank you. Come on, a little bit more. I don't know what the trick is. The only thing I've been able to find has been like shifting and unshifting. Sometimes gets it to work. Alright, gotta do it like that. This might actually pop off the hammer. We may not quite have enough durability for all of this. We will see. Okay, 14. Yeah, not much more. Ooh, how's the lava coming? Pretty slow. Yeah, that's the downside of using my lava, is I do now have to do it off of a torch, which means it is horrendously slow. Which I just realized I should wait. Because the more iron, see, we're going to basically do what we did before, where we upgrade our flint into iron. Yes, okay. That way we can get a higher resource output. Yeah, I kind of just jumped it. Didn't really show you guys what I was doing. Which does mean those away. I will need to try. I can put it over there just to make sure. I don't want to accidentally send it off the edge. There we go. Pretty simple. But now we have that completed as well. There we go. It is significantly less, however, higher resource chance, including chance to get diamonds already. We've been going for an hour, and yet we're already ready to get our diamonds. It's pretty nice. But the main reason is it also has an increased chance of iron. As you can see, already up to 12. Downside is the flint is also significantly higher. So, it's a trade-off. There we go, we got our first diamond. Once we get 3, we can make a pickaxe. I might make a hammer, actually. Because it mines it just as efficiently, I believe. It's just a situation of less resources. And it breaks stuff down, but I don't think the obsidian can be broken down. In which case, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Obviously, you can see our iron production is so much better now. So we'll get to work on that while we continue to sift some more while we wait. This is also giving us our cobble generator a chance to produce more, so that once we do get to the bigger numbers, we can just go right into it. Because yeah, after iron sieves, there are diamond sieves, but I think we're gonna wait a little bit before we start using those, just because the benefit isn't that much better. Sure, it's an increase, but not enough to where we really need to worry about it, I don't think. I want to make sure I have iron selected, that way I can see how much I've collected. I probably should have looked at how much the 6 was. Oh well. Let's go ahead. I'll get this one piece out of the way as well. I probably could have combined it with that. Oh well. Yeah, I don't always think before I do things. It's fine. Put that iron in. We can go ahead and upgrade one of our meshes. Unfortunately, we've only gotten the 1 diamond so far. Yeah, one thing I do know is we're going to need to up our resource storage pretty quickly. We made ourselves a double chest, but that double chest is only going to last us so long before it runs out of space. I mean, our inventory only ever works for a little bit either, so I can imagine the chests won't last too much longer. This will be the whole stack that we previously had gathered. I'm kind of hoping that I can get that diamond hammer, actually. Which does mean I need at least 1 more. I'm hoping for 1 more. Actually, could have gotten it and I would not know. Guess I'll have to see once I open my inventory. And we have all the stuff on the side to collect as well. Yes, okay, we did get another diamond, that's good. Toss out the flint because we don't need that much. Let's see. Let's go ahead and dump what we do not need. Ooh, okay, a little bit more. Definitely not fuel efficient, but I don't really care at the moment. I just want to go. I want to get more stuff done. Ooh, half a bucket of lava. That's perfect. But now we should... Okay, good. For a moment I was actually worried that we might not have the diamond as a recipe. That would be, kind of sad. Okay, I do need to do 2. And if I just grab 1 more, this will leave me with a single extra, which I'll use the diamond hammer on. Since we only had the 14 durability left. Yep, 1 more. And get rid of the pebble because I don't need pebble. Perfect. And now we have our next set to continue gathering some iron. It may be slow, but it is getting faster. And I am very glad that it is. Actually, I just realized having it be a set of 4 means an even stack. That's nice. That way I don't have unevenness. That always bugs me. Just a little bit of OCD there. Nothing too bad, but it's apparently enough. And last little bit. Thank you very much. Everything up. Lost the flint because we do not need it. Convert the iron. Get the iron cooking. And now we get to add another mesh. Perfect. Hey, we got another diamond actually. Nice. Go ahead. Yep. Things are definitely starting to fill up in there. I realized I need to actually collect that. And I'll go ahead and squish you down to dust. And... Ooh, redstone and glowstone. Okay. For now, you're all still going in there, but good to know. That is something that we can start getting. Well, as far as I know, I believe this sin bar can also be turned into redstone. At least that's what it's usually used for. It may be different. Well, it looks like it's not quite that because we have actual redstone. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, we can get rid of this obsidian now. Yay! And luckily, our diamond hammer is valid. Perfect! Not something intentional, but we got it anyway. The iron there. Completed that. Oh yeah, we got the dust for the A2. Not that I'm going to be looking at that anytime soon. We don't have the supplies to back it up. And there goes the rain. Luckily, we don't need it anymore. 2 more iron meshes to put back. Get out of here, Flint. Want lava? Oh, okay. 3/4 of the way. I'm actually going to fill that back up with more cobble. It did. Yes, okay, it was part of the barrel. Sand, okay. We can do the sand, actually. I don't know what it'll make, but why not try it out? No harm in trying. Excuse me, barrel. Must see what's underneath you. I do need a bucket. Seawater. Concrete. Well, I think that could just be normal water as well. Growing coral. Kind of interesting. Immediately does not seem to have much use. Although, I am curious. I can actually grow dirt like this. Kind of fun. Just gotta let it all compost, which actually, I should make sure I get another tree. I'll put it right there. Grow. Oh, you might be too close to the crucible, actually, now that I think about it. I'm not really giving myself much space here. I definitely need to start expanding soon. There we go, that one should work. Just so we can have a tree if I accidentally use all my saplings. Because not gonna lie, that is something I might accidentally do. Let me... Just so I can make sure I have the 2 buckets, I want to see if I can make an infinite seawater source. I don't know if it's of any use to do so, but just in case. We're gonna slowly start expanding outwards with dirt. So I want to make it far enough to where I can set up a little border here. Which actually does mean I will need to get more saplings. Right, I need to remember to use my crook. Because if I use the crook specifically... I think I broke my other one, yeah. It actually has a higher chance to provide saplings. And since I have vein mine, it's not like there's a downside to it. Maybe a little more hunger, but because we have twerking, that doesn't really make a difference. Wow, that was a greedy little tree. Thank you. Yep. That is the downside. I wonder, is there a better version of the crook? There is. That's a lot of diamonds. Oh, we could make an iron one. I think it still works the same. Get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and eat my scrambled egg, because that actually did use a significant amount of my hunger. Perfect, okay. That's going to be much better. Especially if we're trying to farm saplings right now. Actually, we've made some pretty good progress. I do think this is where we're going to go ahead and end episode 1. We are kind of starting to expand outwards. We've very much used up everything that we currently have available to us, which isn't the best, so we need some more space, and that's what we're going to work on, starting with our mysterious seawater bucket. We'll see where that takes us, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.